Hello everyone. Yesterday I made my first journey to Barnes and Noble for the Criterion half-price sale, and I picked up 4 titles. Actually, I picked up 7 titles, as one of them is a box set. I'll probably do one more sale haul later in the month, maybe 2. I don't know. Depends depends how weak I am, and I can be very weak in buying movies. First up, I bought the Melvin Van Peebles Essential Films. I've been keeping up to date on the Criterion new releases since the end of June. I passed this one by because I knew a sale was coming, and these box sets are pretty expensive, but at half price it's really worth it. And this is 4 films in this set, including a booklet, and we have this is Van Peebles' first film. Each of these individual titles has its own spine number, which is kind of unusual. This was, I think it was Van Peebles' first film made in Paris, Story of a 3-Day Pass. Then there's his big hit movie, I guess, Sweet Sweetback's Badass Song. I remember I was living in Rochester, New York when this was released, and I remember it playing for a long time in the downtown Rochester movie theater, and often cited as the progenitor of the blaxploitation movies that were so popular during the 1970s. Then Van Peebles made a studio film, and this is Watermelon Man, and this stars Godfrey Cambridge, who was a really popular stand-up comedian. He was also played in the movies as well, and here he plays a black man who wakes up one morning and he has turned white. And Van Peebles was interested in many different aspects of life and art, and he was also a theatrical both director, writer, and the 4th film in here is Don't Play Us Cheap, and this is I guess a recording of that play. I think it played on Broadway, and I'll push it a little closer because of the woman in the middle is Esther Roll, who you might remember from the TV series Good Times. So there's also a full-length documentary on Melvin Van Peebles by his son Mario Van Peebles. So I'll be getting to those shortly. And then another film that came out, I think last week or the week before, Devious, is a Sechet Ray movie. Again, I waited for the sale to get the sale price, and Sechet Ray is a big blank hole in my film going. The Apu trilogy, his first 3 films, I did see back in my college days. They were very popular on the repertory circuit in those days, but until recently when I saw The Big City, Sharaluta, that are playing on the Criterion channel, I think Devious as well. I really enjoy that, and especially the actress. There's the same actresses in both of those movies. I don't believe she's the star of this one, but I'm looking forward to it. It's a little bit light on extras. And then I got two movies. One movie is from earlier in 2021. That's the Parallax View. I'm not sure why I passed that one up, I think it came out in January. Because I liked it very much when I saw it when it came out. I think I saw it in the movies a couple times. It's a paranoid thriller with Warren Beatty, directed by Alan Pakula. It was not as successful as the other 2 of what was often called his Alan Pakula's paranoid trilogy with Clute and All the President's Men. They were very successful both critically and commercially. The Parallax View is the one that sort of fell through the cracks, but I don't know. I enjoy this one, I think, more, though I haven't seen it in quite a while. I did a video on a Italian film called Illustrious Corpses last week, and it made around the same time as the Parallax View, and really would be a excellent companion piece to the Parallax View. That would be a great double bill. I'm also thinking of doing, I finished 3 director series this year, and I'm thinking of doing one on Max Ophuls. I got a couple books out of the library about, that cover the films. One of them covers his entire career. Other covers his 5, I think he made 5 films in Hollywood. And he's a famous director, but I think he's sort of underappreciated. And so I also picked up The Earrings of Madame D. This is reported to have poor picture quality, but it's just so loaded with extras. So, and if I'm going to do a series on him, it's a must-buy for me. Lola Montez is the other Blu-ray that's available on of Max Ophuls, his final film. Some people, it had a tragic kind of post-production, and pretty much killed Max Ophuls, and cut severely, but it was restored in the 1970s. And there are some film historians think it's his best film and one of the greatest films ever made, Lola Montez. This was the one I always liked of his non-American films. He does have an American film called Letter from an Unknown Woman that's on Blu-ray, I think in an olive signature edition, which has lots of extras. So those 3 are the films I'll probably be concentrating on. I couldn't get Lola Montez this time out because it wasn't available in Barnes and Noble that I went to yesterday. I'm very lucky because I can, whatever direction I drive in, within half an hour I'll come to another Barnes and Noble. So there's a few more. There's another Barnes and Noble that seems to be stocked with just about everything. So what else is current as far as what we can buy in the sale now? Tuesday, a couple days ago, from when I'm filming this, the Strata was released. Now the Strata is a single Blu-ray that is identical to the one that's on my Fellini box set in the background there. And so there's no reason, and the extras as well is the same that's on the box set, so there's no reason to get that one, for me at least, if you have the box set. Then on the 16th, we have Once Upon a Time in China coming, a box set of 5 films. None of which I've seen before, but after watching Throwdown, Johnny To movie from Hong Kong, I'm kind of interested in seeing that. I think his name is Choi Hook, I think is how you pronounce his name, the director, producer of those films. And Once Upon a Time in China, Part 1, it's 5 parts in this box set coming from Criterion. So the time to get it is now during a sale. I watched it. It's free for Amazon Prime members, and I couldn't watch much of it because they're showing it in the wrong aspect ratio, so the image is kind of distorted. But it does look colorful, lively. Jet Li, I've never seen Jet Li film before, and so he's the star. So I'm looking forward to that. That's on the 16th, and also on the 16th is the first Criterion UHD, and that's Mulholland Drive. I don't own Mulholland Drive on Blu-ray, so that's a definite buy for me. And when I was at Barnes and Noble yesterday, I was wondering, are they going to have the 4K Criterions in the store? They're definitely going to sell them online, half price, but will they have them in the store? Because the 2 Barnes and Nobles closest to me, they've never carried any 4K of any company. And this month, Barnes and Noble is also doing a half price sale on Arrow, and I had never seen any Arrow titles in the 2 Barnes and Nobles closest to me, but they do have a whole rack, publicizing their Arrow 50% off. But again, I think Dune was the only 4K that was in there. I know Arrow has more 4Ks than just Dune. I think Tremors was there, but Tremors was in just Blu-ray only. So hopefully they'll have it. I wish I had asked in the store because I was talking to the manager, but I was talking about something else, and my my original question went out the door, out this door. Then on the 23rd we get 3 more UHDs, so 4 this month. Well, that will be eligible for the sale. And of course the biggie is Citizen Kane on 4K. Now I own this is the Warner Brothers Citizen Kane, and that I've had a few years. And I popped it in my 4K Blu-ray player, played it to my UHD television, and boy, it looked fantastic, this Blu-ray. And I'm thinking, well, this looks fantastic, but now I can get it more fantastic. So I'm undecided yet whether I'm going to get Citizen Kane again, because I've seen the film so many times for one thing, and read so many books about Citizen Kane that my interests go away from some of these great classics of all time. And I kind of like to watch some movies that I'm not that familiar with. And but if if that's not the case, absolutely get. I'm not trying to tell you not to get the UHD, because I'm sure it's going to be worthwhile. I'm not sure what the extras are different. I'm a big extras guy, so that always comes into play. As far as the other two UHDs, one is Uncut Gems, which I saw in the movies. I really liked it. I thought it was a good movie. I'm not sure what the rewatchability factor will be for me for Uncut Gems. It's kind of a very nerve-wracking kind of experience. But I don't know. I'll probably weaken and buy that one too. And then there's also Menace to Society. I've seen that before. Probably seen it a couple times. And again, the rewatchability, not the highest, but since I don't have that on Blu-ray, I'll almost certainly buy that one as well. The other 3, there's one coming in the second week of December, I believe, second Tuesday in December. Of course, not in the sale. The Red Shoes, that one is an absolute must for me because of the Technicolor and that I don't have that on Blu-ray either. So that's my first haul. That's what I'm thinking of picking up. I hope you guys are having a lot of fun. I love going into stores and having all these Criterions around me and testing my strength of character, discipline, self-discipline, whether I can hold back spending money. But I hope you have a lot of fun and you pick up, and also having conversations. I had a really nice conversation with the manager yesterday, and that was always one of the big. There was nobody else shopping in the movie section, which is unfortunate, because they seem to be emptying half of it out for games or something. So the movie section is dwindling, but at least it's still there for this sale and hopefully for next year's sale as well. Okay, so again, thanks for everybody who managed to listen to me this so far. I hope you have a lot of fun buying some Criterions this month, and I'll catch you next time. Take care.